everyone. Spontaneous live, because it was a spontaneous thing, which I seem to enjoy a lot more than when I'm dedicated. But anyway, let's see. Today, from yesterday actually, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What if, let's just play this game together, okay? What if we lived in a world where there was no such thing as a wrong feeling or a right feeling? There's no bad or good. Let's just say that the world we lived in, if you were feeling sad or someone was feeling sad or depressed or anxious, whatever shows up was normal, was just absolutely normal, right? So I started to visualize, okay, what if the world we lived in, there was no expectation to constantly be happy, excited, successful, amazing. Like these weren't all deemed good and the right thing to become, but all the emotions were kind of accepted. It was like, oh, this is just the way life looks like, and I'm allowed to feel these things and I'm allowed to feel this way, right? What would happen? Like, who would we all be if I can express sadness? I can express, but not, not like, oh, just really sad today, and it's okay. Like nobody has to make it better, fix it, anything, because there's no problem. Like, what if the world we lived in had no problem with emotions, with showing emotions to begin with, right? Because even when people are too happy, the humans still have a problem with it. Why is this person so happy, right? Their life must be magnificent. They must have everything they want. Why are they so happy? Now, so humans in general don't accept extreme of happiness or somebody too happy. It makes them curious. And if they're really, really sad, they want to fix it and get that person out of it, right? Or you want to fix it. Like even with yourself, you want to fix it to get out of the pain, right? Because it hurts. It feels painful. What if feeling pain, what if we lived in a world where feeling pain didn't mean that we had to suffer through it? Da-da-da-da. What do I mean by suffer through it? When we are feeling an emotion of any kind, okay, and I'm going to talk about the emotions that cause pain. When we feel those emotions, we immediately go into, I should not be feeling this way. There is something wrong with me if I feel this way. This is a bad thing, right? And there is, I should be feeling a different way. I should be feeling happy. I should be feeling grateful. I should be feeling whatever it is that I should be feeling. That's the dialogue. That is the root of suffering, right? Meaning, when I'm feeling a certain way and I judge that feeling within me and I put it in the wrong category, this is wrong to feel, a should appears. I should not be feeling this way. I should fix it. I should figure out how to leave this feeling. I should be something else. I should be grateful. The minute we do that, we are immediately in resistance to what is actually happening at this moment in time within you, right? Just means just being present with yourself. I have a should appearing, which is in fighting against the truth of where I'm at this moment. Okay? So right now, I heard something that got me really sad. It got the other person next to me happy, but it got me sad. I can pretend to be happy and tell myself, I should be happy. Other people are happy about it. I should be happy. But the truth, in the present moment, I am sad. Right? So I shouldn't be happy. I can be free to be what I feel, right? And not worry that, oh, I'll poop on everyone, I'll make it miserable for everyone. No, I can at least recognize how I feel and not deem it a bad thing or a good thing. Just be neutral about it. Wouldn't it be cool if we lived where emotions, you can be neutral about them, like you can just accept them for what they are? And that's like really being in the most authentic, truthful place you can possibly be in. Like even if you're happy, you can really be that. That's okay, right? So let's just say that we live in a world where should doesn't exist. Should is always negating what is. I should have done it better. I should have responded. I should have done it this way. I should act this way next time. I shouldn't be sad, and I shouldn't be miserable, and I shouldn't be unhappy, and I shouldn't be uncomfortable with that person, or I shouldn't break up that friendship with my friend, and I shouldn't get a divorce, or I shouldn't, and I shouldn't, and I shouldn't, which is in complete denial to your truth and your feeling, right? So it's wrong to feel this way. Now, how would it be if it wasn't wrong to feel that way, which is actually the truth? What if it's been upside down all along? Our suffering, when we suffer so deeply through any painful experience, is because our mental mind is telling us that we shouldn't be feeling this way. And it is wrong. We are wrong. I am wrong. There is judgment, constant judgment about self. And that's where the suffering comes in. Let's say my finger starts to hurt and cramps up and I can't move it and it's hurting. The reason I'm like start to suffer and, oh my God, am I dying? Is my finger falling off? I don't know what's happening. All this is because it shouldn't be cramped. My finger should not be crammed. Its natural state is not crammed. Yes, we know that. And if it gets crammed, in this moment in time, its state is being crammed. It shouldn't be any different. It is what it is right this moment in time. We suffer due to the language and our perspective and our perceptions and the echoes of the lineage, the ancestors, our upbringing, what we've seen, what all this that we've accumulated of what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. And we categorize all the time. We categorize all the time, right? And we do it with ourselves. We become our worst enemies. And we suffer deeply due to that. Our suffering is just the mental dialogue that we tell ourselves. And a lot of suffering is due to future projections. Meaning, oh my God, my finger is crammed. In the future, whether it's a minute away, a year away, in the future, I won't have a finger. I'll have to cut it off. Maybe there's surgery. Maybe I'll never use my hand and be able to paint again. Maybe, what if? And we go into this future, horrible. It's always a horrible future. There's always a horrible future, right? And what if people look at me and then notice that I can't even ever use my hand? How will I do this? How will I do that? Oh, I'm going to be poor forever. Then I won't be able to work. And it just goes, it spirals into, that's anxiety, right? Anxiety is all this mental jabber, right? And then one is paralyzed and frozen and in fear and everything because a finger was hurting at this moment in time or crammed at this moment in time. The suffering comes because of the future projection of what this could be in a negative way in the future. For example, another example. Let's say we don't have a mental story about anything, just for fun, okay? There's no interpreter inside my head deeming me wrong, right? Coming up with a really doomed future, right? So let's say I'm with a few friends and I share something and then I notice that it made them unhappy, right? And I shared that thing and it made them a little bit unhappy. And I start to come up with this thing like, oh my God, I made them unhappy. There's something wrong with me. Why am I making people unhappy? There's something very wrong with me. I must change myself. Oh my God, I'm a failure. I am unworthy. I don't matter. I suck. There's something wrong with me. This way, they're never going to speak to me again. I won't be trusted. They won't trust me. They'll fear me. They won't want to be near me. They won't want to tell me their secrets anymore because I said this thing that upset them. Or, I shared my truth when I, could have said it better, could have stayed silent. Now no one will talk to me and then I'll be lonely and I have to change myself and I can't be this person anymore. And it just goes on and on. into a doomed future. It's always a doomed future that causes suffering. And it's all because I shouldn't have done. The minute the word I should have, I shouldn't have, what if, know for sure that the ego has come to life and has grabbed a hold of you, and the echoes of everything you've heard as a child, you've believed about yourself, what your lineage believes about itself, what your mom and dad believe about themselves, what their parents believe about themselves. Something has opened, tick, like a DNA thing, like it's just like a portal where the emotions are gushing out, right? Something needs to be resolved within. Something needs to be seen and loved by you. The minute you are able to actually be present to those thoughts and just recognize, if you can just, it's like plugging yourself a little bit away and just say, these are thoughts that they're causing me to suffer this moment. They're coming up with stories about who I am, that I'll be alone for the rest of my life, that I'll be abandoned, that nobody will love me, that I'm unworthy because of the sentence I said, or my finger that spasmed, or whatever it is, the story that's being said, it's causing you the suffering. Because pain exists and joy exists. And we can have both worlds as long as we don't attach a story to any of them. Why do we suffer? We suffer because of the projection of the future story we offer, right? If, let's say, your partner, your husband, your wife, whatever, gives you the cold shoulder, ignores you, right? It hurts your feelings. What do you do then? You come up with a story. I have to stand up for myself. This is not right. I shouldn't be this way. I should be able to speak up. I should be able to stand up. He should be able to respect me better. He needs to misharif. There's like this whole should and what ifs, and if this doesn't happen, this will happen to me again, and at the end I'll be taken advantage of, and all that. And then guilt shows up, and oh my God, you're being unkind. You're supposed to be a kind person. You're not supposed to speak this way. And it just spirals into this world of suffering. And where are you? Having an anxiety attack and depression, alone in your head, because you're believing the thoughts, okay? And you're rejecting how you're feeling about it. It hurts my feelings to be spoken to this way. Sit with the hurt. It's okay that your feelings are hurt. That's human. All of our feelings get hurt. We can sit with it. We suffer due to the story. We latch onto that pain. We have to come up with a story for the pain. Why am I feeling this way? It must be something I'm doing. What if we don't give it a story? Okay? What if the suffering ends when we don't give it a story? What if there's nothing wrong with feeling bad? What if there's nothing wrong with feeling bad? What if there's nothing wrong with feeling sad and depressed and anxious? What if there was nothing wrong with that? What if anxiety is allowed to show up? Like happiness is allowed, like peace is allowed. So is anxiety, so is sadness, right? So is heartache. Because I shouldn't be feeling any different. What I'm feeling now is okay. And this is the way to let go of the program. The old program where we have all been denied to feel our feelings. That they were deemed bad and wrong. And this is what we're doing to the younger generation, to the children of the world. So it is very, 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 very important that as adults, okay, as the grown-ups on this planet, for us to resolve these issues within us. Because once I know how to cater to my own wounds and pains, when I know that they're not bad and they're just there and they're there to be loved, the same way happiness is there to be loved, sadness is there to be loved, okay? We can't say, well, you're not worthy. When you're sad, you're unworthy to be loved. When you're depressed, you're unworthy, or anxious, you're unworthy to be loved only when you're happy. It's so conditional, right? When we know how to do it with ourselves, when we can accept who we are at every given moment in time and allow ourselves to feel that way, what happens? When we see children who are feeling whatever they are feeling, we give them the chance, the opportunity to speak it out without us making them feel that it's a bad thing, without us putting them down for it. We allow them the same respect, compassion that we know now because we can do it for ourselves. Could you just imagine how much this world would change? Now, I work in a school, and it's my biggest joy because I sit with these children and I hear them and I listen to their pain. And there's no way that I want to solve it for them. You don't need to solve pain. It's like, I need to solve your happiness. It's an emotion, right? It's like, oh, you're so happy. Let me find a solution for this. Oh, you're joyous. Let me find a solution for this. Oh, you're feeling at peace. Let me find a solution. It's the same thing, except we've designated that when you're happy and joyous, you're in a good place. You've reached it. And you're at peace. You've reached it. So there's nothing to solve here. But any other emotion, it needs to be solved. I need to fix you. I need to find a solution for you because, damn, you're not supposed to feel sad or angry or upset or humiliated or that you don't matter or that you're invisible. God, no. God forbid you feel this way. Let's all solve your problem, right? And the solving of the problem is because we all believe that that is a bad thing. So we cause the children suffering. We are feeding them how to suffer, right? Cheering them up. You got to cheer up if you're feeling bad. Here, let me get you all this. Or condemn them or tell them you're not allowed to speak about this because what you're feeling, I felt, and I feel deep inside and I'm in denial of it right now. So you can't express it because when you express it as a child, it triggers me to have to go in and I don't know how to deal with me. I don't know how to deal with my own emotions. So I can't deal with you. So you better be quiet. You better fix up your act because this is called nonsense. This is not allowed. You are not allowed to feel these specific things. You're only allowed to feel this way. And even in this way, if it's too much, I'm going to bring you down. There's a middle ground. So all these rules, we as adults have suffered through it, and it's time for us to all wake up to why we're suffering. What is the cause of the suffering? It's the denial of our emotions. We don't give ourselves permission to just say, hey, there it is, like everything else. And so what? And what happens to suffering? The story, the identity, the future projection. It can't be there anymore because you don't have a problem with it. The only reason we have a problem with something and we project a terrible future and we suffer through that, even though it didn't happen, right? But we're suffering through it right now, is simply because we can't accept where we're at. We simply can't. Because bad and good exist, right? We have to put them in a category. Same thing with others. That's a bad person. I'm a good person. Oh, that person's good. Therefore, I must be bad. Right? Same thing. We're always categorizing, which is causing a lot of suffering. We judge ourselves so much, which causes a lot of suffering. I'm still not good enough. I'm still not good enough. I'm still not. Oh God, there it comes again. I did it again. I did it again. I'll never learn. I'll never grow. I'll keep repeating the same mistakes. What is wrong with me? And then you project into the future. I'll keep repeating the same mistakes again. You're suffering now. You're just suffering because of the story. But in reality, it's just an event. It's just an emotion. It's just a thing that happened that only needs your attention, your compassion. We're also good at pouring compassion and attention to everyone else. But in all honesty, whatever it is that we are offering others of compassion and love is nonsense. I can't give that which I don't have. If I don't have compassion and love for me, if I can't respect my own feelings, okay, if I can't be authentic with myself, if I can't be honest and truthful, if I can't be good with being sad and depressed, then whatever it is I'm showing others of compassion when they're sad, they're depressed, they're anxious, they're victims, they're whatever, is false. It's fake. It's not true. It's people pleasing. Because I have never experienced myself giving it to myself. So what am I giving others? It's like baking this cake that I've never tasted and saying this is delicious. I want everyone to eat it. And not knowing what it really tastes like and if they're even benefiting because I've never eaten it myself. But if I've made the cake and eaten the cake and I say, this is so delicious, I've experienced my deliciousness. Therefore, I know exactly what I'm offering others. So don't think it's compassion and kindness to show others compassion and kindness when you haven't done it for yourself. That means that's not what you're showing them. That means you're only showing them compassion and kindness because you're people pleasing, because you're lacking it. You can't give that which you lack. You can't give your kids compassion and love if you've never given it to you. You'll just be a victim. Like, I've given them so much love, I've attention, and da-da-da-da, and yet they don't love me back, or they've treated me this way, or my friends yelled out, or they left me. Well, you think you've given them compassion, kindness, and love and attention, but it's not true because you don't even know how to do it with you. So it's fake. It's false. It's nothing. It's empty. It's an illusion of what you think it is. But have you tasted it for yourself? You haven't. Have you tasted it for you? Have you tried it with yourself first? Have you been able to accept your anxiety? Have you been able to accept your sadness, your depression? If you have been able to accept it within you, pour love on it and compassion, it will be the natural consequence that you offer others because you've tasted it with you. But if you judge yourself, condemn yourself, abuse yourself throughout your pain, and you're only showing kindness to others, trust me, it's not from a place of kindness. It isn't. I'm shocking you now, yes. But this is the truth. I was like that. So I know. I know the difference between who I was and who I am today. It's so different. It comes out from a different place. There is no attachment to it. It's truth. It's truth. Because I offer it to me, no matter what me is going through. And I will blame myself, and I will judge, and I will sit with that. I will sit with the judger me, and I will sit with the blamer me, and I will sit with all that, and I'll just be like, I love you. I love you. I love you. I just freaking go insane in love, and it hurts, and it rips me apart. And I stay there with it. Because I want to show the pains inside of me that they're still lovable. I want to show them that they're still lovable. I want to show the ego that's coming up with future stories and fears and oh my God, and whatever lineage is inside, that they're still lovable. They're not going to be abandoned by me. If I can show others compassion, which is not the true compassion, then I must figure out how it tastes. I will try it out with myself first. I will show myself compassion first. I will show kindness to myself. I will give myself permission to show me to me. I need to taste me, to experience me, right? And then I'll know, was that real compassion towards myself? Was that not? Like, da-da-da. And then naturally it just comes out. It just comes out to others. Boundaries come out naturally. I know, oh, nope, not to this person. Nope, boundaries with this person. You know, that's too toxic for me, right? Because now that I've shown myself so much compassion and love and kindness, what happens? It's so precious. It's so precious because I worked damn hard to get there, right? I spent time with myself getting there, right? It was so important to release everything that just made me feel like crap and suffer. That it's precious, that I get to decipher, right? Being around this person just takes it away from me and it's important for me. This state of being, my connection with Source, is important. It's precious. It's precious. I become precious to me. I become good at deciphering who and who not. I start to notice what environments pull me down, what pull me up, what thoughts, what people, right? And I don't become scared of them. I just start to recognize, right? I start to have preferences, which I never had. I start to have opinions and decisions for my highest and best good, which will involve the highest and best good of everybody else. The natural consequence, because I've tasted it, I've felt it. Rain has taken care of rain. Rain has loved rain's pain anyway. Rain has, I'm going to talk about anxiety because that was a beautiful breakthrough years ago, where I love my anxiety. That hardly ever shows up, but I loved my anxiety. It was my tool. It was my to-go-to. I poured compassion over it, right? And I'll explain, I have to remember, talk about anxiety. I think it'll free most everyone. So many of my clients, we work through anxiety and they've been freed of it. But let me just let you know this. When rain tasted rain, rain knew what compassion looks like. I bumped walls here or there. I couldn't understand it until I figured, how does rain offer compassion to rain? This is it. Does it feel good? It does. Natural consequence. I offer the same kind that I offer to myself that makes me feel good to others, because now I know it. I have, right? How could I love them unconditionally if I couldn't even offer that to myself? How could I understand God's unconditional love, right, if I couldn't offer it to myself? How could I understand the expansion of Source if I couldn't do that for me? Then of course I'd fear God, I'd fear people, I'd fear this, and just hover and people please. Here, I'll show you everything, all the love things that I know mentally, but I've never tasted them. I've never done them for me. Because I'm undeserving, I'm unworthy, I'm shit, I'm a piece of crap. I go through so much pain. I have anxiety, I have depression, I have sadness. All those ucky things. I'm supposed to be happy and go lucky. But giving you what I can't give myself makes me happy for a split of a second. For 2 minutes. 3 minutes. And then I need the next hit. Because I don't know what it feels like to do it for myself. Oh, this was an intense one. I'm just looking through what I just wrote 2 minutes before I go live. Afraid of how I feel. Afraid of feeling our feelings. What if we weren't afraid to feel any of our feelings? What if we weren't afraid to feel the pain? Like we aren't afraid to feel joy. We're seeking joy. What if we stopped seeking joy and stopped resisting pain? What if we stopped seeking happiness and stopped resisting pain? Again, 2 polarities. Going here, there. I want this. Go away, pain. Go away, pain. That's suffering. That's completely suffering. Which means something, I'm in denial and in need. I'm in need of something, right? The minute I'm in need of something, that means I'm definitely in the people-pleasing state, right? Which means complete abandonment of self, complete abandonment of me, complete disassociation with who I am and what I'm feeling. So I need you to keep this in mind. I didn't say hi everyone at the beginning of the video, so hi everyone, how are you? I was just so consumed by it. I really, really hope this is helpful. I know it takes time for things to sink in, and that's why a lot of times I repeat from this angle. It takes time for the body and the mind to get it, but it's your soul that needs to just wake up to the truth, to remember. I'm just reminding you of what you know anyway. You know it in your heart. And so when anything I say resonates in you, feels like an opening, yes, feels more peaceful, come in, take it and run with it. At the same time, anything I say that does not, that contracts you and makes you doubt yourself and throw it in the garbage. This is your world. This is your life. It's for you to learn your own God compass. This is your God compass. This is it. What your body reacts to everything and how it feels is your God compass. Again, all this you'll find in my book, Discover the Gifts of Your Disempowered Self. You find it on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Very helpful. All the tools and tricks of the trade that I've ever used in the last 15 years are in there in chapter forms. And there are 4 pillars. And each pillar is like the pillars of holding a home up. And each pillar holds in place. And you can start to figure out, wait, is this pillar falling? Is it here that I'm feeling the lack? Just open that chapter and go in there. And there's so many exercises you can choose, like even with just flip through them and feel what your body calls and say, maybe this is the one for me. You don't have to do them all, right? I just did it in that way so that everything is in there to try out and see what works. And what works today, another one could work tomorrow, right? You don't have to stick with the same thing. So yeah, I think I might be also talking about, so I'll talk about anxiety. I gotta write this down so I don't forget. Anxiety. And I'll talk about the 4 pillars, which is very important because I have them. The 4 pillars are with also the elements and with the elements of the earth. It's attached to the earth. It's to your lineage. So many things. It's just a whole load of information there. Anyway, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to hit like, leave your comments, share whatever you need to share. You have a question you want me to go in deeper, go right ahead. Send me privately, whatever helps. Just don't forget to press those likes. Love you all. Take care. Big heart. And let's live in a world where there's nothing wrong.